y'all. Today we're checking out the Strat, aka Stratosphere. Ooh, I love the blast of cold air every time you walk into a casino. Now, this is the first time I'm going to be checking out a Strat in a long time. Been here once before, I don't know, maybe 10 years or so ago. Came here for the buffet. I think Ludette was recently here as well. I'm going to include some of that footage where she was able to go up to the Sky Pod. But yeah, haven't been here in a long time. This is their sports betting area. It's super roomy. Looks like they decided to kind of redo it so that the table spaces are really far apart. You can sit down here and eat, very convenient. It's not the most fancy place, but it's really cool. You can eat here too, which is really nice. There's a bar here. Now this place is 20 years old, but I have to say, it looks like it was definitely renovated since then. Yeah, because this decor is way too cool for 20 years ago. I mean, just this whole area here, that the vibe you get here, it's just so very cool. Yeah, very contemporary. I love it. This looks like a wings place. Sports bar, I guess you could call it. Now, the Stratosphere has had a long, controversial history here on the Strip. A lot of that stemming from the days when it was conceived. You see, Lulu, back when they were looking to build this place, they wanted to go for the tallest tower in all of, like, the world. So they were hoping to, like, double the height of that tower above than what it was now. And basically, by the way, no marijuana. Basically, they ultimately determined that because it's too close to the airport, they had to like settle on about 1,000 feet high. But they were trying to shoot for almost like 2,000 feet high to get that record. Because we are pretty close to the airport. We're on the northern end of the Strip, which I'll get to in a second, but the southern end of the Strip is where the airport is. So this is where you come in the front of the hotel, like the very front. Oh, we can walk there. Okay, let's check it out real quick. There are some really great Instagram places out here in the front of the hotel. The second big controversy is that even though the Strat wants to claim it's part of the Strip, as if like this is where the north end of the Strip ends, technically speaking, it's beyond the Strip. Clark County, which is the county of which Las Vegas is in, yeah, it's not considered the Strip. What the hell are you doing, Ludette? The other nice, great photo, like boom, right there, is right there, the other Vegas sign, which I think is actually the better sign to take a picture in front of, rather than the one that's classically done in like every Instagram shot. That's on this other end. This is relatively new up here on the northern end. And there's a lot fewer people here. You don't have to like get in line for this shot.
Because it's in the middle of the street.
All right, now the third controversial thing about this particular casino resort is that it was originally built in a, well, not so nice part of town. In fact, it was really run down and impoverished. And so one of the things that the casino agreed to do was actually rehouse, I think about 100, 200 people in the neighborhood, because like the house was being demolished for the big casinos. And if you actually walk around the neighborhood here at night, I would say just be a little bit careful. It is not so nice around here. And you kind of have to walk about 2 blocks, 3 blocks or so towards the south before you start to get to the next major casino resort, which is, you know, usually safe environments, right? If you're in these giant casino resorts, very, very safe. But you know what? At the end of the day, the casino resort was built. They did a great job. It's thriving now. But yes, the fourth big controversy about this place was that it went through bankruptcy. Like in the early years, it just was not doing well. It couldn't find its footing, couldn't figure out how to get people out. Didn't help that they did like no marketing, which, you know, how do you announce a new casino resort and just rely on word of mouth, right? You really have to like do some marketing. I guess they thought because they had a really unique, I don't know, selling point, competitive advantage with its tower, right? Which is, you know, still, I believe, the tallest one in North America. It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to pull people out. You know, foot traffic is a big part of the thing, right? Ultimately,
That's kind of cool.
that's a good idea, right? A kiosk lets you buy tickets to different destinations. Great idea.
Self-service.
I would say the casino floor here is really, really nice. It's got a lot of the latest and greatest machines, right? The big ones here, like this, right, where they're all interconnected. You got screens, multiple ones. You have 2-seaters, if you will. 2 people could gamble together at once. So good sign. Totally worth it if you're someone who loves playing slots. Here's another real big plus. There's a Starbucks inside, which means that you can find pretty good coffee at a reasonable price. And its fifth controversy, and I'm sure there are even more than that. But yeah, one of the big ones is that, well, because it was really kind of the tallest tower here on the Vegas Strip, and you know, people here come to Vegas to do some pretty crazy shit. There were a lot of people, daredevils, if you will, who are trying to figure out how to get to the top and jump off, right? Parachute off or bungee jump off. And so they had a lot of issues early on trying to block people from doing that. These days, security's a lot better. They're much more careful about it. And heck, there are so many other places around Vegas where you can like jump off up and doing your devil stunts and whatnot. So there you go. So many things about this place that probably should have doomed it early on, right? Whether because of the liability of someone going splat if they hit the floor, jumping off the top, or
Their sky pod.
or their controversial start with its opening up northern end of the Strip and going bankrupt. And now here's a real quiet bar that you don't normally see up here on the second floor. You only find this place if you decide to go up to the Sky Pod. Let's check out what this bar looks like. Ooh, I like the theme and design of this place. It's a combo of green and red lights from the top. Almost feels like Christmas. It's like Christmas lights. All right, Ludette pulled me up here for a reason. Why are we up here?
Sky pod.
Are we allowed to go up there?
No, we're not.
Well, luckily you were able to go up there earlier
Yes.
because we had some friends who were in town. Now, good tip for y'all: if you come to stay here, you get to go to the Sky Pod for free. You don't have to pay for it,
Yes.
so that's a huge plus.
And if you do have a friend that stays here,
So there you go. Currently taller than the Eiffel Tower, the one in Macau, Tokyo Tower, Space Needle. Arlita, you were saying?
I'm just saying the trick is that if you do have a friend that is guest in the hotel, going in the Sky Pod, don't tell them that you're not staying in the hotel because they don't really ask you.
Woo, walking down to the retard shops. This is the coldest blast of AC over here. Oh my goodness. I normally love it when it's cold, but that blast right there. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Que gali, madre.
Oh my god. Oh, so they have little shops.
So they do have a couple of shops here, yeah. Oh, look at this. Magic shop. This is like out of something from Big, the TV show, right? Where you have like the old Zoltan type of, look at that. Oh my goodness. There's some old school magic stuff here. This is the coolest shop I've seen. Hey, how you doing?
Okay, how are you?
Good. All right, if you guys want magic tricks and stuff like that, this place is the bomb. Also, if you're really into like role playing, Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that.
Oh, this is where you want to jump to the top.
Now it looks like shops here are not open, because this looks like it's a shop here that's not open. This one here looks closed. Actually, a good number of the shops here. I guess I'm not surprised. I mean, unless you know this is out here, I mean, like, what do you do, right? Oh, how about this place? Deja Vu Le Boutique, adult shop.
My store.
I see Chinese sounds outside. It almost feels like this place used to be maybe like a Chinese restaurant or something. Hey, how you doing? So there you go. Sexy side of Vegas. Lily Allen is even hawking vibrators. Where's your vibrator deal, Ludette?
At home.
Nice. Very cool. You know what I love about this? They actually have a mannequin that is in this specific pose. I guess they kind of broke her arms off to fit into the chair, so it's a little creepy. But a mannequin that actually poses like that. Remember that pose, Lulu? That's a good pose. I feel like at one point, this was some sort of Chinese themed like walkway.
I know.
And it's almost like they're rebuilding it now to something new and different. As you look up there, it's almost like you're in middle Chinatown kind of thing. Yeah, if you happen to know what it used to be and what they're planning to renovate this into, let me know. I'm curious. Oh yeah, I know, I'm sorry.
sad here.
This is really sad. Probably one of the most boring walking tours I've been on. There's nothing out here.
I'll give you a show.
I guess Ludette's giving us a show. I'm glad we're not paying for that show. Yeah, there's at least 10 shops here that look like they need to fill in. And it looks like this place circles back over to a food court. I feel like we're finally walking back into civilization. Ah, okay, I see what we did. We just walked one big circle here. Nice. Headed on back down to the casino floor. And yo, I think that's it. I think this is it. The casino here is super, super small. We just ran a full circle here. So it's a nice casino, but probably one of the smallest footprints for a casino floor that I've seen yet in Las Vegas. I feel like they got more bars than they got slot machines here. Because right here is another bar. Yeah, babe, that's it. So there you go. I guess it's a super short walking tour of the Strat. I feel like we missed something because I know that I've been here for their buffet before, but I didn't see the sign for it this time. I don't think it's open again, but at least there would be a section of where that's in. We just kind of missed it. All right, this is their high limits lounge. Not as fancy as the Wynn. But hey, what is fancier than the Wynn? You know what I'm saying? I'm just a little biased there. All right, y'all. That is our walking tour for the day. Hope you enjoy our tour of the Strat. I think in the next number of years, this place is going to continue to thrive because there are going to be so many more hotels that be built up along the Strip, improving the ones that do exist. Circus going through renovations. Fontainebleau is going to be built out. The place across the street from the Wynn. All of those things are naturally just going to get people to walk up the Strip further to discover this place. So I think it's going to do well. Ah, look at that. Now we know why that Asian theme was going on upstairs. Looked like they're cooking up something special. A new Asian restaurant, probably a bunch of other stuff coming along there. Trying to appeal to us Asians who are gambling addicts.